Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a 2011 Hyundai Sonata. This can also apply to the 2010 to 2015 Hyundai Sonatas depending on the engine and trim or variation. Now the part we'll be replacing today is the MAP sensor, or the Manifold Absolute Pressure Sensor. I'm going to provide everything you need as well as easy steps to follow. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so when looking for the MAP sensor, we can find it in this small little hole down here next to the throttle body. And as we can see, it's located right here. So, as we can see, it's held on by a single 10mm bolt. These are usually put on at about 10 inch-pounds. I don't have the torque specs for this vehicle, so just do it snug. As we can also see, it only has one wiring harness. There are two ways to remove this. One, you press down on the tab here, or since it's so tight, you can just pull up from the little pin here with some kind of tool or your fingernail, and you'll hear it pop like that. Now once that's up, and I hate doing this, you'll have to pull from the wire itself. They should be strong enough to pull it out. I don't recommend pulling from the wires, but you have such little room, it's almost as if you have no choice. So pull it out just like that, and now we can remove our bolt. Alright, now that our bolt is out, just take it right out and set that in a good spot. Now when removing this, you could have one of two options. Either it's going to be really easy or it's going to be really hard. What I would do is I would grab from the back, like so, with your finger behind the module, so that you have as much leverage as possible, and that O-ring is going to be snug, and just pry it out. Now it's going to be pretty, this one in my case, it's pretty in there, that O-ring is stuck. So what you can also do is take it, move it left and right like so, twist it out until it finally pops free like that. And just like so, it's been removed. Alright, so when it comes to installing the new MAP sensor, make sure your surface area is nice and clean. Just take your new sensor, make sure it's lined up with the bolt hole, and you'll slide it on like so. Once again, make sure it's lined up with your bolt hole. Come on. There we go. Alright, just like that, you'll install your bolt, reinstall your harness, which is down there somewhere, and you are set to go. Now I do want to make a quick note. As you can see, mine looks a little different. Usually there's some writing here. This is an aftermarket part, so my performance may not be as optimal as an OEM. I do prefer to buy OEM parts, and I would recommend y'all stick to OEM parts, as aftermarket parts will not always perform as they say. If anything, they'll usually perform worse. So I'm going to see how this part goes. Hopefully it'll run alright, but I guess we'll find out. If anything, I'll just have to replace it with an OEM. So other than that, once you get your bolt on, 10 inch-pounds, and then install your harness, you're set to go. You've completed replacing your MAP sensor. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. I hope it helped y'all out today and that you learned something new. Well, that's all I got for y'all today, so I will see y'all next time. Until then.